When you get sick and your temperature spikes to 39 degrees, it feels like something has gone terribly wrong. It hasn't. Your body is executing a precise, deliberate strategy that took hundreds of millions of years to evolve. A fever is not a malfunction, it is a weapon, and one of the most sophisticated ones in your immune system's entire arsenal. Normal body temperature sits at around 37 degrees Celsius, though it varies slightly throughout the day. It is lower in the early morning, slightly higher in the late afternoon and evening. A fever is defined as a core body temperature above 38 degrees Celsius. But here is the crucial thing most people get wrong. The fever is not caused by the infection itself. It is caused by your immune system deliberately raising your core temperature as a targeted response to the invader. This distinction matters enormously. The fever is your body's choice, not the pathogens. The moment your immune system detects an invading pathogen, a virus, a bacterium, or the toxic byproducts they release, a molecular cascade begins. Your immune cells, particularly macrophages and monocytes, the first responders of your immune system, detect at the intruder and immediately begin releasing a wave of chemical messengers called cytokines. The most important of these are tumor necrosis factor alpha, interleukin 1, interleukin 6, and interferons. These are endogenous pyrogens, fever causes produced by your own body in response to the threat. These cytokines travel through the bloodstream to blood vessels in the brain. There, they trigger the local production of a small but critically important molecule called prostaglandin. Prostaglandin is the final direct trigger of fever. It crosses into the brain and binds to receptors in a specific region called the preoptic area of the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus is your body's internal thermostat. Under normal conditions, it keeps your core temperature precisely regulated at around 37 degrees Celsius, night and day, sleeping or running, hot weather or cold. When prostaglandin binds to its receptors in the hypothalamus, it resets this thermostat to a higher target, say 39 degrees. Your body now treats its current 37-degree temperature as dangerously cold and works urgently to raise it. To generate the extra heat, your muscles begin to shiver, rapid, involuntary contractions that produce warmth as a mechanical byproduct. Blood vessels near the surface of the skin constrict tightly, trapping heat inside your body and preventing it from escaping through the skin. This is why you feel bitterly cold even though your temperature is already rising. You pile on blankets, you curl up, every part of your body is cooperating to reach the new target. This is the chills phase of a fever. Your body is heating itself on purpose. So why does your immune system go to all this effort? Several powerful, well-documented reasons. First, it slows the enemy down. Many bacteria and viruses replicate fastest at normal body temperature, around 37 degrees Celsius. Raising the temperature even a few degrees can be devastating to them. Research has shown that fever range temperatures can reduce poliovirus replication by more than 200-fold. Bacteria, including E. coli and Staph aureus, are significantly impaired at febrile temperatures and lose their ability to damage surrounding tissue. Second, it supercharges your own defenses. Heat dramatically increases the speed and effectiveness of your immune response. Neutrophils, your body's frontline immune cells, migrate to infection sites significantly faster at elevated temperatures. Lymphocytes activate and multiply more rapidly. Your body also reduces the amount of free iron in your bloodstream during a fever, deliberately starving bacteria of the iron they need to grow and replicate. Third, heat triggers the production of special proteins called heat shock proteins. These help repair cellular damage caused by the infection, assist your immune system in identifying infected cells, and protect healthy cells from further harm. Your body has simultaneously created a hostile environment for the invader and enhanced every tool it has to fight back. A moderate fever, up to around 39.5 degrees Celsius, is generally beneficial. Your body handles it well, and the immune advantages clearly outweigh the costs. Above 40 degrees Celsius, the balance begins to shift. Research consistently shows that 40 degrees is a critical threshold. Above it, the risks to your own body's cells begin to climb steeply. Enzymes throughout your body start to lose their three-dimensional shape and stop functioning correctly, a process called denaturing. Your heart beats harder and faster to compensate. Cognitive function becomes impaired. You may feel confused or disoriented. Above 41 to 42 degrees Celsius, a fever becomes a medical emergency. Widespread cellular damage can occur, and the fever itself has become the primary threat. No longer a helpful defense, but an active danger to your organs. Febrile seizures are a separate concern, particularly in young children. They occur in children aged between 6 months and 5 years, triggered by a rapid rise in body temperature, typically above 38 degrees Celsius. Most febrile seizures last under 2 minutes, stop on their own, and cause no lasting brain damage. They are frightening to witness, but the vast majority are benign. Importantly, research shows that giving antipyretic medication, fever-reducing drugs like paracetamol, does not reliably prevent febrile seizures from occurring. This is genuinely debated in medicine, and the honest answer is it depends on the person, the temperature, and the context. Paracetamol and ibuprofen lower fever by blocking the production of prostaglandin, the very molecule that signals your hypothalamus to raise the thermostat. They are effective at bringing the temperature down and reducing discomfort, but by doing so, they also partially suppress the immune strategy your body deliberately initiated. For a healthy adult with a moderate fever, under 39.5 degrees, and manageable discomfort, the evidence increasingly suggests that allowing the fever to run its course may shorten the duration of the illness. You feel worse in the short term, but your immune system may resolve the infection faster. Most doctors recommend treating a fever if it exceeds 39.5 degrees Celsius, if it is causing significant distress, if it is in a vulnerable person, a young infant under 3 months old, an elderly person, or someone with heart or lung conditions, or if it is rising rapidly without signs of stabilizing. The practical advice: rest completely, drink fluids consistently to replace what you are losing through sweat, and monitor the temperature. If it climbs above 40 degrees or persists beyond 48 to 72 hours without improvement, seek medical attention. So the next time your temperature spikes, here is exactly what is happening. Your immune cells detect a pathogen and flood your bloodstream with cytokines, particularly TNF alpha, interleukin 1, interleukin 6, and interferons. These reach the brain and trigger the production of prostaglandin, which resets your hypothalamus thermostat to a higher target. Your muscles shiver and your skin blood vessels constrict to generate and trap the extra heat. Once reached, that elevated temperature slows pathogen replication by orders of magnitude, accelerates your neutrophils and lymphocytes, and starves bacteria of iron. Below 40 degrees, a fever is your ally. Above 40 degrees, monitor it carefully. Above 41 degrees, treat it as an emergency. Your fever is not your enemy. It is your immune system running at full power, executing precisely the program it was designed to run, refined across hundreds of millions of years of evolution. Follow for more. Every video, we go inside the human body and show you exactly what is happening. If your body just surprised you, subscribe to Human Decoded. We do this every week.